My mind currently at the moment is on that UN warning. 14,000 babies, infants, not children, not young people, babies could die within the next days if there's no immediate aid and humanitarian trucks that arrive in Gaza. It's been a warning by the United Nations saying that after an 11-week blockade, only 100 aid trucks have been permitted into Gaza by Israel. There is a humanitarian crisis. Yes, 53,000 people have already died. But now, immediately, 14,000 babies face death by starvation if there's no immediate intervention. Now the UK, France, Canada saying, okay, now it is wholly inadequate. Now is the time to act. Now the UK says, okay, we're suspending trade negotiations with Israel. David Lammy says the world is judging. David Lammy is the UK's foreign secretary. The world is judging. History will judge them. No, sir. History has judged you and will judge you, because it was a year ago when the ICJ said, yes, there is a case against Israel, the case that South Africa brought, and other countries like the US, UK, Europe, Canada, Australia, they played for time. And now, a year later, when there are 14,000 babies facing starvation, now they're saying, well, the world's going to judge Israel. No, the world will judge you. Dr. Imtiaz Sooliman of Gift of the Givers joins me now. Doctor, really appreciate your time. I know you have interaction, you have a footprint, you have had teams in Gaza since the very, very start of this war. Paint us a picture. Is that account by the UN that says the immediate concern is the 14,000 babies that face death by starvation, is that accurate?
Lester, it's impossible to do figures. I mean, this is a war. There's no communication systems. You can't get to each other. You don't know where the people are. You don't know the state of the people. They've been scattered all around. Israel keeps attacking innocent people. Thousands move to the left, thousands move to the right, thousands move to the center. They move them to the left, to the right, all over. They bomb hospitals. They bomb refugee camps. It's an estimation, given the birth rate of the Palestinian people, and of course that's substantially slowed down now. So it's very difficult to say, how many thousands of people. The figure can be correct. It can be more than that. It's impossible in a situation like that, where you cannot move around, where you can't count people, where you can't see where they are. Where the only thing you can count are the deceased through a centralized system that comes to somebody. I don't even know how the network is working. I have difficulty getting my own teams. All I know is that I lost another 5 members last week, making it 210 of my team members' families have now died in Gaza, deliberately bombed, a husband, a wife, and 3 children. So yes, but based on this, 14,000 babies are going to die. For the last 2 years, we seem to be focusing on numbers. It is more a story about numbers rather than intervention. Britain and France are permanent members of the Security Council. Had it been any other country, they could have said, let's put troops on the ground, let's send military aid, let's send the UN and send international structures like happens in other situations. Why were they so delayed in this situation? I'm not only blaming them, I'm blaming Arab countries, countries of the West, countries of all over, all countries in the world should have done something. But the Security Council had the power to stop this and send troops in and create safe zones like they did in Bosnia. Why could they not do that now?
Okay, explain to us. So the Rafah crossing has been closed for the last 2 years. It's the crossing
from March the 2nd.
Yes, between Egypt and Gaza. And question I've been asked: why hasn't Egypt opened from their side to allow for aid to go through?
The tanks are there. The problem is that the Israeli tanks are there. It's difficult to move past them. The tanks are, because they have a border crossing in Karam Shalom, and from Rafah to Karam Shalom is their area. So they got tanks. They can shoot any truck that comes through. The truck drivers themselves will not move because it's too high risk for them. Companies don't cover insurance on those kind of trucks going to a war zone. So even if Egypt opens the border, the truck companies will refuse to move because they're at risk. They can't go inside there and they'll get killed. That's one of the main reasons why nobody will go in. The fear of getting bombed, because Israel It's made it abundantly clear to the whole world. We shoot anybody. We kill babies, we bomb babies, we kill women, we kill pregnant women, we kill innocent people, and we specialize in killing innocent people. We specialize in killing doctors, paramedics, hospital staff, teachers, professors, educational people. We specialize in killing that. We don't fight a military. There's no army in Gaza. It's not a war. There's no tanks, planes, ships. We're fighting unarmed innocent people.
Now, politically, before October 8th, Hamas was the political entity governing Gaza. Fatah would be the opposition there. There have been some reports of quoting sources within a Palestinian authority saying that whatever aid does get into Gaza, there is some concern. And Mahmoud Abbas, I've seen some quotes of him saying that he's heard reports of the squirreling away of aid that does come through politically connected people in Gaza at the moment. Is that accurate?
It could be 1% accurate. There's how many people are in Hamas? How many people are in the political party? 50? 100? There's 1.9 million people requiring aid there. Are they going to take aid of 1.9 million people? 12 trucks sometimes coming in a whole day or in a whole month. How much people are going to share that aid? The trucks come to different parts of the country. Our teams are there. We receive our own aid. Other agencies receive their own aid. The Palestinian Crescent, which is linked to the PA, they control the aid. It's a system. You just can't move and take aid inside and move it anywhere you want. And the UN is there, whatever control they had. So that story sounds so far-fetched. Yes, it's possible that maybe they could get 1% of aid. I mean, they have family members too. It's a war zone. They have family members too. I'm not saying it's the right thing to filter aid off, but by far and large, 99% of the aid, whatever aid there is, which is virtually nothing, is going to the people. So that sounds like such a ridiculous story, to be honest.
Now that the UK, the EU, Canada have now issued a joint communication saying, pressuring Israel, South Africa, President Cyril Ramaphosa at the White House today, the reasons for the antagonism between Donald Trump and our country. There's a myriad of possibilities, but also front and center is South Africans' case before the ICJ, the US's close allyship with Israel. That has thawed a little bit. Israel wasn't too happy with some of the sentiments, even the visit to Arab countries by Donald Trump last week. But what would for you be the best case scenario? What would you want? Some sort of concession from Donald Trump when Cyril Ramaphosa speaks to him this afternoon?
To see, he should say that I'm going to stop Israel. Not what he talks about. I'm not interested in what he tells Cyril Ramaphosa, to be honest. I'm interested in what he's going to do on the humanitarian situation in Gaza. He's supposed to be the world superpower. He's the one that vetoes their country, not him necessarily, but his country always vetoes, issues on Israel. How many resolutions have been taken against Israel? How many times America has vetoed it? Doesn't matter who the president is. You should say, we're calling you up. We want the war to stop. We want the borders to be open. We want the troops to be pulled out, and we need to send humanitarian aid in. That's being on the right side of history, although they're on the wrong side of history permanently already. You're never going to take that away. America, like Vietnam, like Hiroshima and Nagasaki, like Cambodia, like Libya, like Iraq, the history is already there. It's just going to be tainted even further. So you can't take back history. We'll remember you on the wrong side of history, but try to bring about some kind of mercy, and bring aid in right now. Stop the war. Yeah. Just stop the war and let the border open up, and let 600 trucks go in a day, which was before the war. We're probably going to need more than 1,200 trucks a day now because of the amount of extent of aid that's required for health services. 2 days ago, they bombed the hospital. Medicines were about to go inside Gaza. Israel bombed the entire warehouse of medicines. Everything is gone.
Dr. Imtiaz Sooliman, give us, really appreciate your time.